Welcome back to my channel, CEO Hairspiration. It's your girl, Miss Mary, and I'm back to talk to you guys about one of the main ways to heal your depression, and that is through self-love and self-care. Throughout this journey, I've experienced my highs and my lows. I started to realize that as I got older, there was a lot of things that I was holding on to subconsciously that I didn't realize was really holding me back from fully loving myself for who God made me to be. You know, being in this world, sometimes we can feel obligated to live up to society's expectations. We feel that we must meet a certain beauty standard, a certain image, or we might feel that we have to aspire to have a certain amount of money. I know a lot of us fellas can relate to that. And us women, we just want to be respected, loved, treated the way we want to be treated, you know, and life sometimes does not go as planned. And throughout those trials and tribulations, sometimes we fall into states of depression. We can become our own worst enemy. And that is why I want to talk to you, because through this depression series, we're going to get past all of those things. If you're watching this video, that means that you're ready for change. CEO stands for Change, Experience, Opportunity, because it's an opportunity for you to experience change. With that being said, the first thing that I did in order to love myself fully 100% as an adult was to separate myself. When you separate yourself, you will have time to reflect on your past life. A lot of times we go on with our day-to-day life that we don't have time to slow down and think and just relax or come to a place where we can find balance within our lives and ourselves. Find time to separate from your job, whether you're an entrepreneur, you work a 9 to 5. Find time to separate from the world. That means putting your phone down, logging out of Facebook, staying off of social media for a while. Social media is a great tool, but it can also be a very big distraction, and it can also cause a lot of pain. A lot of times through social media, we get caught up in comparing ourselves to other people, and sometimes that can lead you to a huge depression. And that is actually an epidemic going on in the world in this day and age. I myself have fallen victim to social media anxiety and depression, getting caught up in comparing myself to others, trying to get the most likes for different posts, and just trying to live up to other people's expectations of me. And that wore me out, that drained me, that made me feel like I had to live for society. And I really couldn't be happy and express myself the way that I want to, you know, be loved for who I am. Separating yourself from social media can do you so much good, just to regain your own peace of mind of who you are. Because right now we're caught up in a society where you really don't know who's real versus fake. And it really can put you in a bad place if you're not well mentally. So the first thing I want you to do is take that time to separate. The next thing to focus on when it comes to self-love and self-care is keeping up with yourself. And this goes for my ladies and my men. Just getting up every day to put on, you know, something that makes you feel good. And if you feel like there is nothing that makes you happy, nothing beautiful about yourself, I've been there before. There was a time where I didn't like the color of my skin. I wish that I was lighter skin toned. I wish that I was thinner, and I didn't love myself fully. The pain that I felt through being depressed, I didn't realize that I was doing that to myself subconsciously. It was in the back of my mind. When you look into the mirror, who do you see? What is it that you feel? I know for me, when I realized that I was depressed, I didn't want to look into the mirror. It was like I would cry. I didn't want to look at myself because I was ashamed, embarrassed. I just was not happy. And that's when I knew I really had to do something. So I started to take better care of myself. Like literally, I would do my makeup, I would do my eyebrows and eyelashes. Now, mind you, these are things that I did on a regular basis, but until I realized and was aware of my depression was when I started to not do it for the external world, but do it for me. It just feels so amazing to have come out of that place once again. So the next thing that I want you to do is a healthy eating lifestyle. Now, I don't want to say healthy diet. I say healthy lifestyle because eating healthy has to become a part of your everyday routine. The number one thing that I decided to change was to stop drinking soda. I stopped drinking cow's milk, and I started eating gluten-free. These simple 3 things that I eliminated from my diet has made a tremendous change in my life, my appearance, and how I feel overall as a woman, a human being. And I know that it can do the same thing for you. Small changes can go a long way. When I first started eating gluten-free, I was like, oh, is this really gonna work? But I started to see results. All it took was one video for me to realize, oh my gosh, this is such a bad chemical. It's making me gain weight. It's making me bloated. And I got depressed. So I did something about it. I stopped drinking soda because of the ingredient, high fructose corn syrup. So immediately I said, no, I don't want this, God. I want to get in shape. The last thing that I did was to stop drinking and eating cow's milk. And I say cow's milk because it is milk from a cow. And I didn't realize that growing up. Yes, I did drink 2% milk, but I'm like, oh my gosh. After finding out that it was so fattening, I stopped drinking it and I switched over to drinking almond milk, which is so delicious, so healthy for you, and way better than drinking cow's milk. That is the next thing that you can do, is to start living a more healthy eating lifestyle so that you can feel and look the way that it is that you want to, because we are what we eat. If you consume a lot of things that are unhealthy for you, you are going to start to feel unhealthy physically, and you're also going to start to feel unhealthy mentally and spiritually. It can put you in a place even further into depression. And I know that through being depressed, we sometimes seek comfort foods like sweets and things like that. But I urge you to start today. Start making a change. When you want something sweet, go for a banana instead. Go for a sweet fruit. I love eating mango, and it's very great for vitamin A. It is so amazing to get benefits from fruits and vegetables naturally so that you can start healing your mind, body, and your spirit. The next thing that you can do in order to start self-love and self-care is to let go of the past. Let go of your past traumas as a child. Now, this is a very big subject. I will also make another video going into childhood trauma. Subconsciously, everything that is from our past is working every day in our present life, and it can even follow us into our future if we don't realize it, become aware, and then start making the necessary changes to make a better life that we do want. I'm gonna leave it right there for now, and I will see you in the next video.